What's up, everybody? I'm MrGlasco. This is MrGlasco TV. It is Monday, February 24th, 2020, and today we're going to play some more Satisfactory with Update 3, and we're testing out our PC with a different power supply. Last time I tried playing this, my computer kept crashing because what I thought it was a graphical thing. So I got a new GPU. I upgraded from a 1080 Ti to a 2080 Ti, but that wasn't the issue. So we just now have a brand new graphics card to mess with and anticipate all the juicy new games coming to us. But it turned out just to be the power supply. And somebody mentioned it early on, and I kind of just, I don't know why I didn't just think to test the lowest cost thing first, especially since I basically swapped it out of my streaming PC into my gaming PC, and that's why I was a little late, because I forgot to put the one that I ordered into the streaming PC and then calibrate the graphics correctly. So yeah, that is that. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I know I did. Took the kids to Mount Vernon, Virginia. Okay. Alright, let's just get into it before it's too late. We already kind of have a late start. And so this is also not only, and we're going to kind of still be wary. This is at 1440. Last time I think I was doing it at 1080. Everything's all to ultra, and all these other stuff is also pressed. So yeah, I kind of, after I swapped the power supply, I kind of ran around in this game for a while. I think I ran around for like an hour, just running around, because I didn't want to make too much progress without you guys. So I just ran around for about an hour and a half or so, and no crashes, so I'm thinking we're good. Knock on wood. Which, I don't know, we could have saved some money by not upgrading just yet to a 2080 Ti. But it kind of gave us an excuse to troubleshoot these issues. But it looks good. I don't know if there's like a toggle you have to hit to enable like the RTX reflective feature or whatever. But I think already it looks like, see like the reflection on my tool and the little lens flare that it does even. It's really nice. The water looks really good, and it's like it's actually reflecting. Like the graphics card, I don't know. I haven't watched any demos on how it does what it does, but it's actually taking the information of what it's rendering and reflecting it off of the surface. And previously, this had to be done by like the game. I guess the people making the game, they would have to have it coded or rendered some way, but apparently, I guess the graphics card knows what's supposed to be reflected based on how it's coded, I guess, and then it just renders it properly as a reflection, as opposed to like a false reflection. This is a more truer reflection. So yeah, water looks great. What else did I play? Oh, I hopped in onto Grand Theft Auto 5. It was kind of also a low benchmark test to see what my other graphics card to handle, and then it eventually crashed there too. So, but then I jumped on with the new graphics card, and the cars look so good with RTX. Like everything, even these copper wires. Okay. So, need to fulfill these orders. We're pretty much there. Pretty much there since I've...
You have unlocked building space elevator, building biomass burner, part biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task.
Oops.
On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service.
How do I move my hand out of the way?
Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note, future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly.
Oops.
Good luck.
That'll probably be my thumbnail. What else? So we need construction stuffs. I feel like this should be easy. Easy peasy. Because like I said, I guess I wasn't doing anything. I was kind of collecting wood for this. We need 200 of these and 100 of these. You can already see I'm getting this good, decent stockpile of stuff. So we already have this order filled.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Endless pursuit for the ultimate thumbnail. So that's my deliveries going off. And eventually I'll get a space elevator that'll basically take the place of that. Even though the space elevator and that can be working together. For upgrades. Take about 1.5 minutes from now. What do we need? What do I want to do? So we need space elevator. 500, 250, 400. I think we actually have all that. The question now is, where do we want to build it? Because last time I built it on a nice looking platform. So the question is, how do we want this to look? I could like put it, I wonder if I could put it up there. Like a space, I mean, that's probably actually a bad idea. Cause that does not look like a stable structure to build a space elevator on. So our ship is already back. Drop ship. I can't wait till they let you fly one of these. Or maybe take one like a little shuttle to a different part of the base. Or have little drones flying around.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fixit freighter re-entry complete.
Copper sheet, that's new to me. They did have a lacking. They were lacking in things that you did with copper, so you'd just be stuck with a bunch of coil, like tons and tons of coil. Oh, okay. So we want. Where are power plants? Did we just get one? I feel like we just got one, right? Space elevator, miner, smelter, power. So, where do we want to put this space elevator? I feel like it could actually fit right in this area here. However, I kind of want to have this be like either a road or a railroad. So, where would a good spot be for a space elevator? Space. That's what I was thinking on top of this thing, but it kind of looks like a space elevator is basically something that's anchored and goes so high that the gravitational pull on it is taut as the highest point is in orbit, essentially, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the science of it. But having it on a mountain like that would just seem dumb looking. It should be on something firm, solid. So I'm thinking maybe put in the back of our area here so that I have all this area here for fun activities. And that's another thing. Do I put it on the ground? Do I put it on like a little platform? Or I think I know what I want to do. I'm gonna double check this mound here. We're gonna make a tunnel. We're gonna preemptively make a tunnel. That a train, I don't know the height of a train. There's nothing up here. So here to over there, and then the train or whatever can go under here. Conveyor belts and whatnot. Get rid of all this stuff. Okay, let's what do we get? Foundation. You want thickums. First thing we gotta do is line it up so it's snapped to the same angle as those. Then we're gonna go over here. Actually, I guess it should be snapped to line up with this base. So more like that. Let's check one sec. Boop. Then let's see. Space elevator is pretty chunky. That is 7. Is it 7 by 7? Let's see. Space elevator. Is it 7? What's up, Fred? What's up, Alex? Alex, don't have to apologize for being late. I'm the one that's late once again, but we're set up here and the computer's working fine. No issues thus far. I'm just glad that's the case. Arm still hurts. Get better. Thanks for the sparks on Mixer. I'm not high enough to be able to tell, as in my elevation. Not elevated enough, but even that can be mistaken also. Let's see. 7? It looks like it needs to be 9 by 9. I can't tell. Looks like it needs to be 9 by 9. We'll shoot for 9 by 9 and then so that's that. Then we want matching foundations on this side. Tons of concrete. Time for more Zelda. Yeah, just hang out. And hopefully you can. I don't know if your arm that's broken, Fred, is the one that you write with. Like your dominant hand, dominant arm. Hopefully it's not, because that would really suck if that was, because then it'd be a lot harder. Alright. We're gonna do this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that high enough? Come on. Might need to go one more higher. Oops. Let's try this. To be legends that link to the passive plane. Majora's Mask. Nice. Is Majora's Mask the one that's like that people get scared? Or like scared of the moon or in the game or something. See, I don't know. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Ruh-roh. You got power already? It has to be power outage, because nothing's really here to short it out. Do I shift it over this way 1? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's fine. It should be fine. Or how do I shift over like a half? Because like a half would be perfect. Shifting over one whole thing. Or I could shift it over 1. I'm coming down into the road, only way to stop. Skull Kid. Is it like a sacrifice? Quartz. Okay. Platform. Commencing. Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Just make sure that. No! It was so close. That's fine, right? Oh man, we were so close. You can't even see it. You can hardly see it. Okay. So close to being perfect. Or you just make a little ramp and then like have it going into some kind of maybe warehouse here, or maybe another road or another. Because we're gonna have probably gonna have a road, and we're probably gonna have a railroad, and they can't cross, so they can run parallel, and this could be the parallel. And then maybe we make it go up a little bit more, so then it goes like that, so it doesn't trigger me. Okay. Oh yeah, the power went out. Let us address the power situation. Man, what's our next milestone? You want that? You got it. You want that? You got it. You want these? Got it. Easy clap.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
So you have to defeat the Skull Kid because the Skull Kid is still a powerful mask. Oh. I thought the Skull Kid is like a good guy. He's like, why? Why, Link? Why must you destroy me? Because you are the sacrifice. Please, sir. Gah. God dang it. So easy. There's so much less, so much more or less, or much more or less. This is so much. How am I trying to say it? This is much less. That's it. This is much less stressful than oxygen not included. Because everything, it just gets built instantaneously. With the exception of gathering resources. It just works. Got a ramp. Alright. Space elevator. Can't tell. Oops. Oops. I cannot tell if it's the right size. Guess we'll get the resources for it. Link's good. Skull Kid's the dip. Well, that escalated quickly. 400. I almost depleted that. 500. Uh-oh. Do we not have 500? We don't even have room for all this. Sort. What do we want to put in here? Oh yeah, we never addressed the power. 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 Okay. 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 It's for sparks. Already running out of wood. This is why we need coal. Store that. Need that. That. Store that. Store that. Store that. Store that. Don't need that. We need 400 of these. Actually, could probably do without leaves. It could technically be used as biofuel, but the less quality the biofuel, the faster it burns. So right now I'm burning wood. I can technically find coal, mine coal, and burn coal, but the ideal setup is to have a mining plant feeding a coal plant, so then it's basically set it and forget it power. We have this one. What else do we need? This has been running like non-stop too, and we still probably won't have enough actually for a while. So that's our wire, iron rod, plates. Nice. These a little bit more organized. So we're just waiting on the concrete. We need 200 more. 200 more units of concrete. And each of these count for what? 1. Looks like a lot, but it's actually not. Looks like a lot. Actually not. So we're getting close to 100, so let that run for a little bit. And then we'll be pretty much, I guess we could look on their next thing. Another slot. Storage box. Ma'am. What? Molecular analysis. Object scanner. 300 screws. I have some screws. 300 screws. Okay. How long to make 300 screws? Doesn't look like that long. 100. 150. 200 or 100 and 150. 200. 300 right now. 300 screws and 100 of these. I was like watching these lift off.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Ma'am? Ma'am, sir? Had a thought. Oh, I almost played Kerbal Space Program today. But wait a minute. Does this need... Wait, how much do I need? So I felt like building something. And I would have if not for needing to rebind the controls, or at least look over the controls to see if I need to rebind them. And that right there was kind of like my I'll do that on my own time before stream. I need to do that for a couple of games. Like Hitman, I wouldn't mind just jumping in there, but I gotta make sure the button configuration is right. Rainbow Six Siege, if only to just shoot some terrorists in the little terrorist hunt. What else? There's a couple other games. So we have coal here. What do I need? I need concrete. 100 more concrete. 100. Okay, so I already have 50. So we're entering the atmosphere. Jeez, coming in hot. So even just watching this fly around, it makes me want to play Kerbal Space Program. Cause like the SAS, or not SAS, the what's it called? The monopropellant firing and stuff. To like course correct all the little subtleties when you're in space. Let's see. Ensemble. I guess I can make some concrete? Or maybe we're already there? 67, come on. Thing is, after I build this, I'm not gonna be able to do anything because I'll need concrete to like, oh, you know what I could do? Washington DC sure looks cool. It's actually it's a pretty cool place. One of the things people don't realize who live here is that we have like world-class attractions that are free. As in the museums. The majority of the museums. And while elsewhere in the world you'd have to pay. And maybe if you paid for DC attractions, maybe they'd be higher quality. But then, you know, as soon as that even happens remotely, there's gonna be a bunch of people around the DC metropolitan area throwing a fit. Cause it's gotta come from somewhere. And what's messed up is DC is taxed, but they have no representation. So that's their slogan, taxation without representation, which is the same hallmark of the revolution. The Revolutionary War. Which I'm for DC statehood. I don't know what we're gonna do about our flag, but I feel like that's a lesser concern. Need a high vantage point here. Make DC a state. Give them representation since they get taxed. I guess we can try building a thing first. Can we build a thing? Lookout tower. So the trick is you build a lookout tower to get a vantage point. Where's lookout tower? Lookout tower. Right here. Lookout tower here. Then do we overbuild? It's fine if we did. Now we need more stuff. Fan-frick. Oh. Fan-friggin-tastic. So ladders are my enemy in this game. The classic, you hold down until you don't need to, then you press forward. Excellent, right? Very clear. I feel like it would be easily fixed if they do like a little, maybe a, couple frame animation to show that you're getting on it. This just comes to mind with Grand Theft Auto. When you're getting on a ladder, whether you're going up or coming down, it does like a little animation to show you grabbing it, so then you can kind of re-situate your fingers on the joystick or a keyboard or whatever you're using to then press down or up and not worry about how you started. Okay. Space elevator. Do I have the console? Oh god, that scared the crap out of me. So the console's right on over there on that side. Do we keep it on that side or do we make it face? Let's make it face this way. Feels like this is center. Thanks for the sparks, Alex. Yes. Build up to the heavens for the corporation. Here it comes. Oh god! Oh! It's gonna hurt. Locked and loaded. See, space elevator comes down. So now it is locked in. Now if you look under here, it's not locked into much, but we'll fill out the sides of this foundation. God from heaven. This is his delivery tube. So these are the intakes. There's 3 on both sides. And basically it's our job to fulfill the order of the almighty space elevator. fulfilleth the ordereth of the spaceth elevatoreth. It's right now. Snap. Snap. Okay. We have power until we run out of wood and those things again, and then we'd have to resort to coal here. Or I have to go out and look for wood. Which I can now because I have... Before I had to pick up scraps, but now I should. Nope. Thought I had ability to build a chainsaw, but I do not. What do we? So this is the chainsaw. Jump pad. Where is? Awesome shop. Awesome link. I don't know what these are. Redeem your fix-it coupon here. For those employees doing extra kilometer, kilometer? What? Not freedom units? We have set aside special bonus milestone and rewards. Get your coupon. So it's if you're not facing this is a waste, nearly development or something. Not sure what that is. Some kind of way of getting bonus perks, it looks like. Unless the thing that we just did gave us power plants. Oh. I thought I saw coal somewhere. Could have sworn I saw coal. Phase 1 is complete. Select the milestone, parts assembly. Let's do this one. 500 screws. This is bad because this... I guess we can do it here. This needs to be split. I think I have a splitter now. Logistics, splitter. How's the... That's... Ah! Little bit of this. Little bit of this. I guess I could take all this stuff. I might play a different game tomorrow. But this game has a way of sucking me in. Like I said, it depends on if I rebind my keybinds. Let's see. For some other games I'm interested in playing. Wait. Stop. this. Is it this? It'd be easier for me to just move this. Construction ore. What's that lining up with? Not nothing. Nothing. Okay, this to this. And this to that. Recipe. Iron rods. Now we have a split happening here. Thanks for the first aid, Alex. Where we're having. We got power. So now we have. Iron mine. I guess I could turn that one on. Yeah, power plant. Those are probably gonna turn off soon. So if I get this one up and running, I can double feed this so that the split, you can see it's thinning out. How efficient these are getting the material. So if I double up production here, technically I could speed the smelter up and I could speed the miner up with the slugs or that you can find around the world. You're out of here, Alex? Alright, I'll see you. Have a good night. Where is other things here? The analyzer. That screws. So yeah, then we want screws. For now, I kind of just need to stockpile everything I built, everything I used for building the space elevator. How much do I have? Not enough. Electric concrete. Let's go fill out this foundation. That's there. This one can be here. Does there need to be one under there just in case? You can see a little space. I'm gonna put them under there. A good measure. Otherwise you might see a little gap like this. I guess I don't have to pull the tall ones, but whatever. Doot. Doot. The question is, do we make it symmetrical? So 2 here and there's 2 there. Guess we can, since there is a rock thing there blocking it anyways. Yes. Scarring this beautiful landscape with... Oh god, did we use all this concrete already? I feel like our power is about to go out too. Oh yeah, but we have coal. Pollution. I mean, what's it called when it's like, it's not like pollution, but like visual pollution? Like light pollution. It's like, is light pollution really pollution? Or is it just people like being, you know, meh, light pollution, meh. My light, meh. My stars, I can't see stars in the city. Which is a shame. Where I grew up in Virginia, you could see stars pretty well. It's nice. Guess this doesn't have to do an arbitrary curve like this. Can add few points of efficiency here. Alright, let's see here. See how long this coal lasts, because if this can actually do well, we can actually put some miners on the coal. That might be what we do, instead of having to worry about wood. Giggity. Did I not pick it up? I just split it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. You get coal. Hello? You can't burn coal? What is this? Okay, there is a thing. We have 500... 400 or 500 of wood, which is 2,000. Let's just... Math is hard. We're gonna make a bunch of biomass. Now this is more efficient than just throwing grass in the generator. So hopefully these can last a good chunk of time. It is biomass made of leaves as opposed to biomass made of wood. I don't think it cares. This is just for the sake of how you program a assembler. So if you feed it leaves, it then spits out biomass. Versus if you feed it wood, it still spits out the same biomass. It's just identifying that you can't, which I don't understand. How come you can't just put both on the same conveyor belt and it just makes biomass? But I guess it wants to give you more biomass for the wood. So here, instead of 200, also instead of 100, you could put in 200, and you can see here it's already burning a lot slower. Oh no, it's not even burning at all yet. Let's see. It's gonna burn now. Okay. That might be the same amount of wood. Same speed as wood burn. But it's 200 instead of 100. So we should be better off What are you? What do we want? When do we want it? Concrete. I should probably just make a ramp. What am I doing? Just running around all crazy. Where should I make this ramp? Should I make it a steep ramp? Excuse me? I'll say. Gotta make sure this is sturdy. It is, after all, a space elevator. The space elevator of glory. Okay. No, wait, I did this wrong. Because of the way I did this ramp, it's going to be offset by half. Nice. Nice. And we're already out. But at least it's a nice, clean, empty. We just need to make another row of here. We're wasting a lot of concrete that's going into the ground for the sake of it not looking like it's not looking like it's hanging. So it doesn't look like any of the foundation's hanging, and it does look like we're center. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like it could sit on a 7 by 7 or something like that. How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? 500. Can I make the 500 myself? 500 screws. It took a little bit last time. I guess I could build. That's the thing. I really need this chainsaw. So in a pinch, I can go out and chop down a bunch of trees. And yeah, this might take a little while. Let me think. I could put it in the concrete. No, I need concrete. I could put it in the copper one. So I feel like I have a ton of copper. I will stop this, take the copper out, put the production to screws, put in that, turn this back on, go to now, produce screws, and this stopped. And the screws will go there. That's why I'll go look for them when after they're done producing. What else? What else do I do? I guess I can go... Oh, I can carry two things in my hands now. Nice. Guess I can go get wood. Wood and leaves. Does this count as leaves? Leaves. I'm gonna try to be efficient. And this is cool too. The footsteps in the sand. Wonder how long they last. Oh, nope, they're disappearing. Not that long. Get a bunch of frickin' leaves. I think this is probably... Is that wood? Oh. Hello? Is it that thing? I heard a noise. Leaves is probably what you're supposed to start with. I went around and I collected all the wood. Because around all the trees' bases, there's a bunch of these wood sticks. I mean, I guess I don't need to call them wood sticks. I could just call them sticks, right? The fact that they're wood is implied. But I basically went around the map when I was testing my computer earlier. And just did that for a while. So that when I jumped back on, I wouldn't have to do it again. Can you not make the creepy noises? I've never killed one of these things. I felt like I've always felt it'd be like killing a cow, even though it looks like the spawn of like Slender Man and oh god, don't stand on your hind legs. And like, I don't know, a rotten plum. This is very. It has nightmare fuel potential. If you don't just take it as like a low resolution grain of salt. Which, how much lower res can you get with the grain of salt? It's literally a cube. So yeah. Riveting gameplay. This is why I tried to do this part off stream. This is for the fuel. Let us see where. So we're making a lot of screws. Where the biofuel's at. Still at 163 after all this time, so pretty good. Pretty good. Sort. Let's actually put these in there. And this, and this, and that. Sort that. What else we need? Concrete. I feel like I should dump the 100 in the thing before I keep building with it and never make any progress. Look at that, we made 100. Didn't even realize it. 500 screws. How far are we along? 165. Okay. Since we got our concrete in, we can just focus on building once we get some more stuff. I guess I could also explore. That's another thing I didn't want to do too much of. While that stuff's running, probably should have refueled the SAM ore. I do not know what SAM ore is. I've never seen it. And I also ran into plutonium, which is radioactive, so you need a radioactive suit to mess with it. So I started to take the radiation damage when I was near it. But yeah, I should have topped off the generators, but whatever. Should be fine. Probably be back in time. I'll get tired of this sooner than it'll take. See, here's all the wood. Sooner than it'll take for me to or sooner than it'll take for the generators to go bingo on ammo, fuel. Oh, look at this. It's a sphere. What is it?
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Let's see, what is that? Try to get a good background.
Harvest.
See, what's the voice? Is the voice the sphere? Is the voice something that I'm programmed from Fix-It?
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
See? My contract. Who references my contract? If not programming in my brain.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Mercer Sphere. Mercer Sphere get. Skirt. So maybe this is like I don't know, like Megatron. Not Megatron, Cybertron. Maybe it's my job to reassemble the spheres, and beneath the planet I'm actually waking. Or harvesting a sentient planet. Probably not. Okay, I'm pretty sure those things are bees in those sacks. I don't think it looked like I didn't have access to my weapon while I was swimming. Yeah. God, here they come. They coming. Stop. Get. Cut. Ah. Yeah. Where? Ouch. Sneak attack. Oh, he juked. Okay. Took about what, a fifth? Almost a quarter of my health. So until I get a gun, I probably don't need to be engaging any more of those. However, we just might have access to this slug. Oh look, in their base. I didn't know you can harvest their base. Just counts as a carcass though, not really anything special. Power slug. That will allow us to I believe, get more efficiency out of things. Because I want to say that there's the green one for power, and then can't die. There's a yellow one for like production, so I could put it in a producing thing. Sorry. Raw quartz. We have some of this already. The base. Gonna circle around. That's a good thing about having the space elevator. I mean, you do have your compass at the top that identifies where your hub is. With the space elevator, you literally just look from anywhere, anywhere you're on the map. And you'll be like, yep, that's the base. That's the space elevator right there. Can I reach it? Can't. Oh god. Bird. Okay. Something there, another slug there. I can't remember if there's a snow biome. Oh no, I think there's a whole... Uh-oh. It's a biggins. You can't reach me. Oh god! Ah! It can reach me! Help! Okay. Oh! Okay. Okay. We got this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, can't go up here. Oh, it's jumping. Ow! Ow, no, oh no. Woo. We got it! Yeah, I killed your mom. Just give me one. Oh. Two. Yes. Take that. No Baby Yoda needed. Oh, I was guarding one of the yellow ones. Oh, I thought that was an even bigger one. That's Daddy. Hello. Uh-oh. So two things. That one shoots, and that's a gas cloud. Does it see me? Does it? Not us. Is this something I can mine? It is not. So we definitely want guns for this further out. Oh god, you coming down here? Coming at me, bruh? I took out the big one. I don't think you want it. I don't think you want this smoke, as they say. Uh-oh. Hey, stop. Stop. Okay. Alright. Okay. That's the big version of that one, because it's only supposed to shoot one. Okay. Don't you do it. Stop. Stop. Yeah. Been messed up. God, it's coming. Jump up there, you bastard. I don't think it sees me. It's looking for me, maybe. Hey. Okay. Funny thing is we can build out here, so there really isn't any reason I shouldn't be getting anything I set my eyes on. I can literally climb up to the top of these areas by building ramps. Oh god. That's the last of my heals. So I probably shouldn't go out adventuring again until I figure out the recipe for heals. But I think you still need like the berries and nuts for the heals recipes if I'm not mistaken. Lights are still green, that's good. Alright. Screws. What do we get? Where we're at? 400. Nice. 500. Oops. Launch it.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Excuse me? Pocket dimension? What was that? Seems like something very important was just glazed over there. Do I have a little pocket that's a micro dimension? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're memeing at me? What else? What else? Let's top off our bio fuels. Still over 100. Nice. Okay, and now we're doing better. So I got all this. I could turn into proper biofuel. Sam ore. I don't know what to do with that. Immersive sphere. A weird alien thing that is impossibly smooth surface. Work in progress. Analyzing this will not give you anything. So definitely a lore item, I think. Or something. It's gonna be for something. What can it be for? A weird alien thing with an impossibly smooth surface. What do they use impossibly smooth things for? Why would that need to be pointed out and referenced? I wonder. Okay, assembler. Awesome. Sync. What do we need for this? Not that much. For these, not that much. I mean, all this stuff compared to freaking. All this stuff compared to the space elevators chump change. Jump Changerino. Let's take a couple of these. Complete this because if we don't, it'll never get done. Nope, not over there. Over here. Blop, 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 blop. If I wanted to make it look fancy, I could put maybe a second ramp down here. Or put an even longer ramp. I guess it should go longer ramp, then steep ramp. No. Yes? No. Doesn't matter. I was wondering, I was like, where's my orders for the elevator? At the terminal for the elevator, duh. You need what now? Smart plating? I don't even know what that is. Okay, smart plating, gotcha. Got it, boss. Yeah, maybe I do make ramps. It just looks weird now that I mentioned it. Good. It never ends. Okay. Gah. The holes must fill the holes. And that's just this side too. Nice. So you see this? Can go straight from down here. There. It's the kind of game you want to almost leave on. If we didn't have to refuel the biofuel manually. But once you do get to the point where you have basically a coal miner, then from the coal miner it pumps the coal into a coal firing power plant. Then you can leave the game on and just stockpile a bunch of the base. Inventory. Base elements. Let me think. How many say it needs 50? Doesn't seem like a high number, but I almost guarantee you to make 50 is gonna take like hundreds of some of this stuff. If not thousands. If not millions. What do we wanna do? Put that there. Put that there. That there. That. There. Well, buying coal. Excuse me. What do we want to do? Get our chainsaw. Just need some screws. Some extra screws. How many did it say? 50 or 100? 160. Are you crazy? Should have enough. Should have enough here. So even though it is only been streaming for 1.5 hours, it is 1 a.m. and I kind of just wanted to run this test stream essentially. Man, just enough. Pipes. Pink, 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 wait, yes. Alright, nice. Beacon object scanner. 3 beacons, and copper. That's why I just say copper when it's actually copper wire. But since it's, or it used to be one of the only things you make with copper, you just say copper. Perfect. Make 3 of these exactly. And screws. Screws. Okay. How many we need? 50. More reasonable number. 50 right now. 50. Get a scanner. Now we got stuff. So far? I think I have to research something to scan first. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh, excuse me. Let me make these, I guess. Because I can't, it's too hard to try to put these back into the machine. Because it's already backed up. Actually, I could put the iron back. Copper, I couldn't have put back because it's already topped off at 100, so. Let this up. Oh yeah, this thing runs on fuel. Fuel. I do believe it does run on coal. Wait, what's this? Batteries. Or coal? No. Okay, that's new. I think. Wait, why is this on the ground? Batteries. A new development. I can build batteries. Where can I build batteries? Oh no, biofuel. Why is it rolled up like batteries? Biofuel? Coal? There? Wait, what? Solid biofuel. So biomass and solid biofuel are two different things. Okay, this is an extra step. And it's auto-populating the chainsaw. So that's extra step that wasn't there before for me. Nature, meet your maker. Yeah. Yes. Die. In the name of production. Efficiency first. Repent. Repent, plants. Ooh, it even picks up all the stuff on the ground. Yeah, this is gonna be nice. Oh yeah. Easy. Can I chop down this? Oh
the
god.
mycelia within this fungus suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in
Kaz.
adhesives and medicine, both
Kazinator.
beneficial for field research.
Thank you for the
A new research
raid.
tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Thank you for the generous raid. Welcome. I'm MrGlasco playing I wanted to say Sanctuary. What is this? What's this game? Satisfactory. It's been a while. I haven't played since before the second number 2, and this is already update number 3. So thanks, Kazinator. Thank you. Wow. What are we up to? I just put up the space elevator. I kind of been working on my computer, so it ran for a while, accumulating resources to build it. So it's kind of early still, despite having that. I still have yet to build a power plant other than the biofuel generators that I have here. What am I waiting for? It's kind of discovering what some of this stuff is. So this used to be, didn't this used to be in the base? And now it's not. It used to be a workstation here, I believe, but now it's its own thing, apparently. Hey yo! I appreciate it. And like the fuel for the chainsaw is new for me. I remember when he used to be able to run on coal. I think everything used to be able to run on coal. It's a standalone now? Yeah. That station. What's this? Silica. Massilia. Okay. Yes, all the biofuels. I guess I should make biofuel. What should I be doing? Yeah, copper sheets is new, which is a nice addition to just making a bajillion copper spools of copper wire. Okay, so they wants 50 of these. But do I even have the recipe for that? Yeah, lots of changes. There's like a... What else do I not understand? Remember those? Don't know what this is. I remember lifts. The last time I played was lifts. I think was the newest thing. And even that was still before the second update, I want to say. Unless I might be wrong. Maybe I did play the second update. But yeah, I don't remember smart plating. Yeah. And then I don't have access to these, so who knows? That was the first one. Okay. So let's make biomass. And then, I think I want to get these coal. I think we could put these still down independently of a whole entire thing, right? Even though, would that be worth it? Because I would need the coal for things like my chainsaw, but the chainsaw doesn't run on coal anymore. And who knows what else can't run on coal directly anymore. So maybe not going over there, because I was just gonna drop these down to just get some quick and dirty coal. I have not experienced trains. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Transportation tubes. I also saw that. Pipes. Is pipes part of experimental? Smart plating. An assembler. So we need an assembler. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's yeah, we need to start expanding, but right now having to babysit my power grid is not something I'm not a fan of. So I'm trying to think of what's the fastest way to streamline to coal-fired power plants. Unless I have it? I don't think I have it yet. No. So we need to make a power plant space. Otherwise, we'll just be bouncing back and forth between, like, build an assembler, build a power thing, build another assembler, another. I still need to hook up this iron to supplement this production line of iron. Another power plant. Pipes have changed the game. Pipes need a coal generator. You're going to need water for coal. Water? Keep that in mind. Oh god. At least we're next to an oasis. Coal is tier 3. Okay. We got an oasis here. I wonder if this is where... I mean... If it was like the last one, depending... There's only one spot to spawn. So if this is experimental, then it's let's This will be the go-to. How do you get water? So many questions. Move the coal to the water. Gotcha. I remember, oof. I remember I had, thanks for the follow on Twitch, Pyro. I had a whole caravan of trucks. This is, this is old school. Trucks going from, there were like 3 or 4 coal mines on top of a mountain. And it was like one of these flat top mountains. 2-meter slabba. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. It was like one of these mountains, but it was bigger, right? So there were like 4 no. I think there were 2 or 3 coal mines up there. And I got the highest tier, most upgrades, fastest belts. And they were feeding like 5 or 6 coal power plants all on top, and it just looked like this massive, just ridiculous looking monstrosity of industry on top of one of these plateaus. And then I had one of the, after it fed through the facility, it fed out to the delivery thing, and then trucks were just nonstop running coal into my base so that I could use it for steel. And then all the way out to another location where it was powering, or no, it didn't need power, it needed, the coal. Man, it was so complicated because you needed the coal to fuel the truck. So when it delivered coal, it would feed back into itself to fuel the truck and then split it to go off and do whatever the coal needed to go do. And then it was this whole thing. But it was fun because, you had to just figure it out in that moment. But I'm pretty sure that's all changed now. Pretty sure. It's a whole new nightmare. Of splitting and combining. I guess I should take more to make my own. Even though, no, yeah. No, yes. Let me interrupt. I need to figure out where to start. I'm gonna make some big decisions here. Big decisions. Constructor. Maybe we make a little facility and an offshoot facility over here. Oh, we need stuff for this, of course. Yes, big decisions. Ruined. Power grid ruined. That's my fear. The never-ending expansion. So instead of adding on my grid, I'm gonna try something different here. I'm gonna make a separate grid for the add-on. So then I can make tweaks to here, like make something on the fly with these constructors without destroying the whole integrity of the grid. Now, I'll eventually just redo everything, because that's how it works, right? We have this to biomass generator. Where's the intake? This side. Build, rebuild, organize, sort. Is that too close? That's too close. For me. Okay, yeah. And I can actually access this if I feed it from like a storage. Maybe I hook it up to a storage thing over here, and then it'll feed this area. So what am I doing? I need this and this. So let's do... I guess I can make a number of these assemblies, right? Just have them on the fly ready. These are randomly placed. Another one. On a mountain even. Oh god. Copper wire. And then I'll have all of their conveyor belts converging here, hitting storage bins, and then from the storage bins I can be like, I need this, put it in the storage bin, and it gets sent. That's gonna be the plan. Just have these random constructions. Probably for peace of mind. Probably want these on foundation so it doesn't look crazy. Doesn't look too crazy. At least this one on the mountain. No. No. Okay, there. And another constructor. Floor's too steep. God. And I'm particular with my building. I don't like floating things. Floating things are not allowed. Floating things are not allowed, and clipping things are not allowed. So when my conveyor belts roll, they roll free and clear. They do not clip, and the things on the conveyor belts do not clip. For it is a sin. And when they introduce like collision physics of materials on the conveyor belts, that'll be a fun update. A rude awakening for all those clippers out there. Their entire base will just explode. Oh my god, damage. I've been just thinking and considering the mayhem that will ensue from the day they add damage to buildings. All those clippers. I know they're out there. I only do it like, how would I do it? I would do it like this. I don't even have the materials to example. I would do a clip, or not a clip. I don't think I ever clip. Knowingly. But I would do floating. What am I stuck on? I would do floating like this. I would have this here. Oh no, not that. Where's my logistics? Now, if this updates wants to impress me, it'll let me stack this. Oh, see, that wasn't a thing. Back in my day, you'd be like, okay, wait, am I doing this? Is it backwards? Back in my day, you had to put this here, put this on top of here, disassemble this, let that float, put one here, and basically do this. It would be making contact with the platform and not each other. And so in my mind, I justified it by saying they should really make these stackable. And they did, so. And I had this elaborate sorting system that was scalable upwards. And basically the way I had to do it was these storage were stackable, and I had them looping up and up and up. But the splitters weren't stackable, so I had to basically use like a scaffolding on the outside, like right next to it, to assemble the thing that would scale upward. But now they have upward conveyor belts, so upward scaling is just, I don't know. What am I doing? Limitless. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to have like 4. Easy construction tool, mouse 3 will copy an item. Goes to there. This goes to too long. Boop. And then sometimes I might, to avoid clipping or whatever, I delete these. The same thing for the racks. I might stack the racks in such a way, run a conveyor belt, and then delete all the racks. Maybe a lesser justifiable clip or floating there, but what am I doing? Okay. Let us get some fuel. Just have some in here. Now the key wouldn't have to this not run arbitrarily. And that's another thing. I don't know if anybody's played like Oxygen Not Included. It'd be nice to have like some switches. Some automated switches on these things. Maybe even a way that you can wire an automation and have like your own manual console that you can set switches and label them. It'd be so good. I can beat the aesthetic of one of the conveyor elevators from before. Lifts were better, taller. Yeah, you could basically make the thinnest pot. You could basically make, now that you have such much more verticality, it'd be like you can make it going all the way up alongside, if not around this. I'm sure people are like attempting such builds where it's like just all focused on more vertical as opposed to. Man, I wish it would. I had the file from what I had, because then I had them stacked. They can scale upwards, and then I had them go down. And so as you walk down the middle, there would be all these conveyor belts snaking and up and down. It was just, like you said, it's very, very beautiful. It was beautiful. 100% symmetrical too. I can't wait till I get to that point. Where I'm just focusing on how symmetrical a warehouse is. Oh, the sleepless nights to come. Okay, we want... So we should have more efficiently would have been to put these generators next to these and then run the line. So then I load it. I'm playing for 2 hours. Fix it in Like to remind you of self-care matters. No one else is something. Hey, don't you tell me how to live my life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually replace this, the generator. This way I load up what I want produced, hit the on button. I want this to be like, see the little handle there? I want it to look like right there, but well, of course it's gotta be difficult. Doo-doo. So you can see I'm very aesthetically, things gotta have its own little aesthetic. It's kind of mirrored. So now I can say, okay, I want screws. God dang it, I gotta go and program it. Alright, maybe not the most efficient, but still, you know. This will just forever be screws. And this will forever be cable? Once again, programming from afar. Oh man, I had this idea the other day that you have like a drone that hovers over you. You like, and then maybe you can look at your entire base from a console on the drone. Pull up, touch a building, and it'll pull up its menu. Say what you want to do, and then it goes off, and until it reaches that, you know, nothing will happen. What's this one? So this will send. Like you can give it like a stack of 100. And then you can basically, essentially you could basically stand still and then maybe like build a super high penthouse and just overlook it. And maybe you can have multiple drones that go out and do things for you based on how you program them or whatever. Okay, so now we need other storage to receive. It's like all this could just be done like how I was gonna do it. Or we can do it this way. These are random constructors out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna hate this later. Be like, why? Why did I do this? Why did I not just put them in an orderly warehouse? However, I will say that my builds tend to get a little claustrophobic. My bases. Can you reach? Not enough. All right. Plates. Skirt. Boom. Okay. Things are happening. Stuff is being built. How is give me all the bio crap. I know there's probably an easier way to like shift click, select all, drag or whatever. Biomass wood. Shift click, control click, something click. Biomass leaves. Inventory full. But of course. Ooh, perfect timing. Look at that. Nope. Yes. Okay. All the biomass. Continue. Probably should have a thing for this. On the constructor for biomass. I think we're fine for now. We need more space. What's this? Yes. What do we need? 500? Is this enough? Is this enough for 200? Maybe we throw in an extra. Okay. 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 I guess I could build another one. Can I? Why? Why do you want to make me put this somewhere? I'm gonna hate it later. So the idea here is I'm gonna have this. I don't know how tall a train is, but hold spacebar to craft. Okay. I don't know how tall a train is, but I'm thinking trains. One going, one coming, or if I can make a circle. Like I know nothing about trains. If I can make a circle, a clockwise and counterclockwise train, probably not necessary. Probably just good for one. There's probably enough. I'm guessing, if assuming this is high enough, there's enough space for like a road, maybe ground travel, and then a train. And that's assuming like pipes and stuff don't like make all that obsolete. I guess it's staging, right? So when you get trucks, you use trucks until you get trains, then you demolish your entire truck system and then build train. Unless you want to keep your truck system for like sentimental sentimental purposes. What do miner? I guess I can supplement this power grid so I can get this iron up. Where is your... And why can't we put boom boom? I mean, I guess the smoke would feed into the... As if that matters. It would clog it. I kind of want to just have all my kind of power in one area so that I don't have to run around to refuel. Which I guess I could put it here. Very temporary. Because this one, I want this to kind of be my front porch to the highway that this will be. So having a power plant here, I don't like the idea. Guess I could put it over here. I guess. My base is a mess. Okay, where we got room? Where have we got the room? So even power lines, I don't like clipping power. Okay, this one's fine. Even the power lines must not clip. And it's not even for future proofing, it's just an aesthetic I've chosen. It is my chosen aesthetic. That confuses me sometimes when they show relevant. I'm not used to it. Relevant inventory versus actual inventory. It's like, oh, I have two of these. No, wait, no, that was the one. It was just showing it twice, because that's not confusing. Biofuel pellet lasts longer than the biomass. Of course. So like you watching me do this is like watching me put leaves and wood. So I should probably see. I want the. I've always been reluctant to put bio into some kind of production line because I'm the one going out there to have to chop down the wood and all that. I don't want to have to do that. Give me a little bot or a little drone or a little something, a truck with like blades, maybe a truck with customizable fronts. That would be cool. But then it would only basically be used for collecting wood and stuff. And like how would it know, how would it pathfind through a forest? Unless you set markers, that would get complicated. But I guess it's the smart thing to do. Now that we have extra real estate in our power grid. How are we gonna do this? Let's put it like this layout. Don't judge me. I swear I'm organized. I swear I'm organized when it comes down to it. I'm liable to abandon this entire operation for a better layout somewhere else. You shall power this. It's close. And you shall be making this one from biomass. So I think this is actually good because it lets you feed both of these. Or no, it won't let you do it, will it? Did they ever do that? Let me do this. try something. This probably can't go around. I made it too close. This is what I get. I deserve this. Spaghetti. Yeah, this is the when they say like making to make an omelet, you gotta crack some eggs. My base right now. It's the my base is the crack eggs. When you try to crack it, you're tapping on the corner, but then the pressure points where your fingers have been pressing are now collapsing in, and then now you got shards of the of the shell in the egg, and it's also breaking the yolk, and you're tearing up, but you don't want to let the egg see you cry. That's what this base is right now. Is it too close to that constructor to even do this? What? Fine. Can't have nice things. Oh my god. We need this. We need the. Is that what I'm researching right now? To get the rack. Oh. No. What's more important? The rack or the assembler? Can we have both? Let's see if this one's even done. I don't want to switch it up just yet. Where's our incoming? We need 500 and boom! Look at that timing. God. Yeah, scrambled eggs it is. Okay. What am I doing? Oh. Delivering the goods. Send it. Send it. What? Hello?
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of
Yes.
parts can now be automated.
Go.
Project assembly parts
My
can now
child.
be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Ah, yeah. Wait, what? Project parts. So you can't use the craft bench at all? I'm trying to think. Was there that's new, right? That feels new. That feels new. I feel like okay. Fun Gamer, thanks for the follow on the Twitch. Forces animation automation. Blast you, fix it. My hands. These hands. These hands can't do the work they were. That just, if anything, that goes more to the point of we should have some kind of drone to assist us with automating our automation instead of running around like a chicken with our head cut off. Okay, we got the 300 there, got the 200 there, got the 300 here. Uh-oh. Reinforced plates. My nemesis. That used to be one of the most one of the more brutal bottlenecks for my production. It'd be like making all this progress. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Dun dun dun. freaking reinforced plates. And then it was like frames. When you finally got a good production line that produces the reinforced plates down, it like used so much power that it's hard to build up another. You basically need to build up another one to make the frames. And then everything's lateral. Can't go very hard to go vertical. And then, like I said, you'd be running all over the place, trying to do all the things. What am I looking for? Hold up. I'm not thinking this right, because I'm not taking the lifts into account. I feel like I could have maybe... Storage. So I want... Maybe I do it like this. This. And then... This. Can I make it turn? Rotate. Okay. Wait. No. Yeah, okay, yes. That to that. And then this to this. Yes. Ew. I gotta lower this a little bit. Just have it straight turn. Easy peasy. This is already connected. This is, wait a minute. Yes. Okay, what's this making? Oh my god. Biomass? I have the lift already. Yeah. I was having issues with my computer. So as I was testing it, because it kept crashing, my power supply was a faulty power supply, but I didn't know at the time. So I had to test it by just running around, and while I was running around, things in the background just kept stockpiling. So I had everything for it. What am I doing? So maybe I'll do this. I will get all this. And we'll do it in 2 rounds. First round is biomass. So I'll just put all the biomass in here. First round, maybe wood first. And second round. Oh wait, where does it collect it from? The back? Collects it from the back. Now it's mixed on the conveyor belt. No! Wait, no. Because now wood is in here, isn't it? Control click to move all one thing. Okay. Okay, we want leaves then? No. Like I said, oh god, yes. 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 Send the leaves. So this shall produce biomass. from the biomass, when that finishes, I'll have to check on it. When I see this is yellow. Wait, it's already yellow. Oh, it's waiting. Don't scare me like that. Okay. When it's yellow for a long time, then I need to switch the recipe to wood. Then I'll move everything up top down below and make biofuel, solid fuel. Excellent. One extra thing to micromanage in a sea of the unmicromanageable. Plates. Oh god, the ladder. Plates. Why did I think I needed plates? Screws and plates. Okay. Did this ever finish? Oh god, this stuff is just running. So I'm supposed to come over here. So I'm gonna do... No. Because it needs to be an assembler. God dang it! How much do these give? 30. Assembler. Do I do the same thing for an assembler that I've been doing over here with these? Just have it like on what's it called? A la carte. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Shadow animation, yes. We are in the Matrix. Confirmed. Oh god. What happened? The Matrix did not like me talking trash. What did I want to do? So this needs like an upgrade. And to make upgrades I need that little... I need a thing. I don't want to get in the way of this See, if I knew I needed to build another one of these, I would have made a little space here. So it'd be like... This is just like out in the open. Can't afford... Skirt! Can I afford it now? The ma'am. So that's the moon. Where's the sun? Is the sun also... Because these look like solar panels. So I kind of want to entertain that idea. I think... No, we can always rotate it after. Hello? What do we want? We want to be able to upgrade our stuff, so I'm thinking power slug? Node, I don't know, search... Do we just pick one? Oh, what? Power shard. Start research. Literally 3 seconds.
New recipe unlocked.
Overclocking.
New research available in the MAM.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Power slug. 5 minutes. Did I send something? I think I was gonna, but then I realized I needed an assembler. Get out of here. Is it finished with it? Nope. What am I doing? Got these. Need an assembler. Oh yeah, I should probably make a smelter. Because to have this feed into this one smelter probably isn't the play. I feel like these should feed into, almost directly into a smelter right away. Just get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. Oh my god, I thought I was holding control. It's supposed to be more aligned than that. What's up with that? So this is something I probably won't come back to fix. Ladders are your friends for plotting out. Is that what happened? It was twisted. Give a little more space. Boom. Nice and smooth. It's hanging off a little bit here. I don't like that, but whatever. It's fine. The foundation braces are fine. Oh, this is your affiliate rep and your home office. Just let me know that your factory all needs more 2 foundations. Tiles. South and one on the west. 2 more foundation tiles. Foundation tiles? South. Here? Or are you talking about the overhang there? I'll take you seriously. Don't joke about missing foundation tiles. You don't even want to know how many foundations are underground just because a sliver of a corner might be showing that it's hanging. Okay, what are we doing? You shall get power from the mother grid, and you shall be turned on. And you shall merge with my whole base has to move south by 8 feet. Ha! Just like a nosebleed starts. Yes, corporate. I understand, but of course, clearly it's in the plans. This is only temporary, obviously. So we want a merger to here. It's like even like entertaining the idea, how come my eyes want to tear up? Just the prospect. How do I want to do this? Okay, we could do this. All right. I keep needing to reminding myself that verticality is a thing. Oh god. What is this alignment? It's like, yes, we have to realign. How? How is that not? I feel like I've done closer assemblies than this. Hold control for mass deconstruction? That's not a thing. Oh my god. Make it not so. That just made me want to save right there. Holy cow. Oh my god. Speaking of destruction, can you imagine? But yeah, I just want to nuke my base. I feel like I do have to make some adjustments here, but otherwise this is not going to work. This is going to be too steep, but I was going to use a vertical. Oh my god. No. Okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. This can be fixed. Okay. We need a merger and a splitter. Merger. Here. Oh my god. What am I doing? Wait. I know. Okay. Wait. Thinking. What if I do this? This. We'll actually put this up here. We deconstruct this. I feel like this is allowable because of the way conveyor belts work, right? And then splitter. Can we put the splitter? Splitter. No, wait. Oh god. Oh, they can't be placed on existing belts. Oh, nice. News to me. Merger. Oh yeah. Oh. So this is what I'm gonna do. Make it go out the side, and then it'll go. Oh my god. Why? Why? Oh no, wait. I don't need it to do that. I kind of wanted it to, though, to be honest. Because then it would be, okay. I want it to do this. Merger up top. I still have the old school programming of stacking and then deleting. Stacking and deleting. And then we're going to have a splitter that's going to receive via the top. Oh my god. Can I line it up? It stacks on top but not on the bottom. This is going to be tricky. Can you please? Something like that. Now the question is, will this... Oh, yes. Oh, it's not... Well, is it working? This goes to that. This goes to that. Yes. This one, I'm gonna be honest, them not syncing up, I'm just gonna have to pretend doesn't exist. Don't be surprised if you come back to my stream and then like off stream I've corrected that. Everything getting foundation is aligned to, oh, so it's aligned to this main thing? Okay, I guess that makes sense. I was kind of wondered. I knew it snapped to a certain extent, even if you're out in the wilderness, but I didn't know it was anchored to the main hub, is what I'm guessing you mean. Is this finished? We're still on leaves? Okay, okay. Reinforced plates, we haven't even started. That's great. But we have reinforced our steel production. Wait, why is that red? Red's not good. Yellow is if it's like paused, right? Why is it red? Oh, I don't have a recipe. But yeah, the train and truck potential highway is gonna plow through this, unless I like go from tunnel to immediate ramp, which no. Unless it looks cool. What purity are these? I want to say normal? How can I tell? Normal, yeah. Why? I did notice there's something over there when I was randomly exploring that did say pure. And then also I have like, where is it? Is this the radioactive one? I've never gotten to this point either. No, this is not. There's one out here somewhere. I don't think it's an actual node. I think it's like a random spot to just mine for the uranium. So yeah, haven't gotten that. Have no experience with that too. Each node can support each normal one can support 2 smelters. Oh, so we'll have 0 backup. Is that with standard belts or is that with upgraded belts and upgraded miners? Cause I'm just trying not to stall right like I am right now, where I don't have an assembler making reinforced thingamabobs. You take on a smelter. It's 30 per minute. Gotcha. I mean, how long to make these? Screws and that. Good. I remember remember in the very beginning, I used to imagine, okay, I'd have my base. I basically had a storage solution where I wanted to set it up like old-time telephones, where it's like a radio. They're just connecting. It's like, okay, I need this, so then they just connect everything as needed. So I'd have the entire wall. People in Minecraft did this a lot too, where you have like a wall of just storage, where each point. Oh, I remember doing this too. I had an entire warehouse, and it was a super long warehouse. It was stacked with the storage, and it went down, and it had all these snaking conveyor belts because they weren't only being fed, they were actually being fed from the outside on the sides of the building, but then all of it snaked towards the front where it met with storage units that were meant to be me to go up to and interact with, and I could be pulling something from way deep down in the storage thing. But and then I would route it to where it needed to go, usually via a splitter, so that I could route more of it to elsewhere. Assembler. Wait, that's not a I keep seeing the silhouette. That's not a coil. It's this thing, isn't it? Rods and. Do I have ingots? Why do I have ingots? And screws. 60 put. Okay. Try to remember that. Boom, boom, boom. For some reason, the rotor was never something I'd get backed up on. Always reinforced iron plate. 4. Ensemble. This base is gross. Actually. And we're doing. Which one was, this one was, screws, right? Okay. This is the tricky one. This is the no clip. This is why we need the rack. The rack now. I guess I could do this. Old school. Concrete? I'm getting lost now already. I got. Screws and plates. God, there's plates. This is plates, isn't it? No. how to do. Do. Do 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 do. What's up, Armor? What's going on? Welcome to my nightmare. Wait. I was about to say, you could build on these? What? Excuse me? You could build on top of these now? Can you build on top of everything? Or just the storage? It has to just be the storage. What? I can't stack if I do this. I'll be fine. Like I said, I just don't want to be stalling too much in my production. Do 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 do. Ah, yes. And then we're gonna take not all of it, a lot of it, and we're gonna pump it here. And we're gonna turn back on screw production. So I don't forget about it. And this one should be on wood now, as it is. Do you need one? Recipe, wood. Okay, I thought you needed one. Thought you needed a sample. Yes. The last update the last time I played before update 3, they just added lifts. So this is the last thing I remember them adding. Then I decided my base was kind of obsolete. and I curled up in a corner and cried somewhere, and I forgot. The memories of this game were expunged from my brain for the sake of my own sanity, and I've returned. I've returned to a very mysterious world of chaos. Parents used to call you their a little accident. Oh, recipe. So, yeah. Right now, oh, power. God, forgive me. Right now, I'm trying not to... My priority right now is not to stall in my production. And I feel like I'm in a good place, actually. Reinforced steel is always like the bane of my production existence. So I just want to get that done, and then we're going to focus on having everything more efficient. You won't spoil anything? Appreciate that. I enjoy learning things on my own, even though like things like someone said a smelter can handle a normal node can be managed by 1 or 2 smelters. That's something that that's like some fine tuning, like going around with a clipboard, taking notes at production levels, and like doing. I guess you could look online for that kind of stuff too, but like, you know, that kind of stuff I wouldn't. If you have like things like, hey, you know, you can increase your output right here for about like 10%. But to be like, construct this, construct that. I don't remember her saying that the thing was complete. So we need another one. Do we have another one? Probably should do this one since it's 3 seconds. 125 reinforced. What are you, crazy? So I'm trying to think too. I am actually a fan of bases that don't have walls because you don't get to sit back and kind of just take it in if you have a bunch of walls everywhere, unless you build a warehouse so big that from within the warehouse you can climb some kind of ladder to a top kind of overlooking viewpoint and then, you know, take it all in. So I'm a fan of like platforms. I mean like foundations, but I guess that's a very old school approach also. Because you couldn't really go, it was very difficult to go vertical. To make like a 2-story building and then having things snake out a window and then back into a window and into another machine. That had its own charm too. But now you just have lifts. No more window to window action. There are windows now? Like glass window? What is this game? Oh god. I'm getting flashing I'm getting what is it? Probably don't need that much. I'm picturing, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Storks, where they have that big like Amazon-esque warehouse in the sky, and then the guy has like the CEO office and it's just all glass and the storks are flying into the glass. That's what I envision. So you know why I made my, how do you say it? You know why I made my office made of, or do you know why I made my office, the walls of my office glass, even though birds can't see glass? And then a bird hits the glass. I want to say he said power. Oh god, it's about to be on. I'm about to have that penthouse. I'm getting visions now. There'll be a warehouse, and then in the mid, it's kind of like in the middle, maybe towards the back, or maybe like there'll be a main entrance, maybe a train. Maybe a train comes in, like it'll be elongated warehouse like this. A train comes in on the ground floor. Above that where it comes in is a big, just, maybe I move this entire hub network up there, and that can be like the office. Surround it in glass. That looks down on the warehouse floor and on the various levels. And I sit. And I don't know. Does this thing give you like coffee? Maybe you drink coffee and then you can go faster. Or you can just sit and arbitrarily sip it in your CEO office of automation. How many units of solid biofuel does the... Because I was going to stop at 100, even though I have 3 of them, so I need 300, unless they take 200 per, then I need to make 600? I guess I can, for sake of things working, we can do... Wait a minute. So we just spiked above it real quick. Okay, we're gonna do... How do you do, is it Alt? God, no. How do you do it where you do, where let's gives you the slider? Stop it. Isn't there a way to click it and then gives you a slider of how you want to split it? Hold right? Ah. Very good. Very good, very good. Thank you. And one here. So this is the one that died. Activate. How close am I? It's a little close. It's a little tight there. But I was just gonna do this. How do you do it again? Control. Can I fit it all? And then yes. Wait for this to stop. Why are you sparking the biofuel? Will not set it ablaze? No, we will not finish that. You shall produce that. Yes. What's up, Armor? You right over there? Okay, how many? How are we doing? We have like 2 in here. Oh, 17. Nice, nice. Got some rum. Got the good rummage. What are we doing now? I guess as like, if I really wanted to not stall, basically always being in production of something on here, which would probably mean probably rotor if I wanted to be smart, because I feel like a frame, and I don't have any experience with copper sheet, but I imagine that they are a little bit lower on the probably a little bit lower on the demand of time. What am I trying to say? It's probably easier to make this at this craft bench, these two, than it is to make a rotor and reinforced plate based on my past experience. But as we are also discovering, my past experience is worth about a distant memory. But it also is, I've been streaming for about 3 hours. It's 2:45 a.m. where I am now. I stayed on a little extra longer than I usually do because of a sweet raid. A Kazanator. Appreciate that again for those who've stuck around. For those of you who've followed and given me a lot more insight than I would have just poking around randomly. I mean, I would have made progress, obviously. But yes. TCS. Nightgo, thanks for the follow on Twitch also. Yes. AKA Arbok, Thanks for following also. I appreciate it, guys.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I wasn't talking to you?
Oh, not again.
So yeah. Stop listening. Okay. Did anything I sound like Siri? Or did anything I say sound like Siri? I don't think any of it did. I guess we can supplement this, so we can get at least this done. We'll probably have about 20 something in the bin, plus the 20 something here, which should be the 50. Handcraft is way nerfed. Yeah, the forced automation that I heard about is it's rough. These hands. What are these hands good for? Made it by 4.
Milestone
Yes.
reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To
Yes.
encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Yes. Conveyor poles. Even though I feel like I'm still putting too much stock in a conveyor pole because I need to digest the potential of the lift. But man, that's 3 levels there. So you could have like an entire network just tighten up right where like a whole rack of these are. Can't do that with the lifts. They're a little too big and clunky for that, but they still got value. It's only 1 level. 1 level? This? Oh. Why does this look like 3 in the picture? Unless you stack it like this. Where are my sheets? My sheets! I need my sheets. This is what the picture looks like. Unless it's implying. Because like you can already kind of put one down here, right? You can't stack these, I don't think. But this is basically what I meant. I mean, essentially what it's implying in the picture, but actually isn't the case, I guess. But this is how I used to take screenshots of my screenshots of my thing. Cause I don't think they had jetpacks. Or I never got, yeah. So I would build these to the freaking. I remember the one level with the flying thing. I built one of these up to it and I rode it. Is that still a thing? It was glorious. I could have sworn I was gonna fall through it, but then I rode it. It clips through everything, but it has contact on the top and you can ride it. Extensive foundations, yeah. That's how I take pictures of my whole base from aerial. Control mass deconstruction. Oh man. So that would actually work if like I let this run for a little bit, but the mass deconstruction though, that would put a bunch of like crates everywhere because it wouldn't go into my inventory, right? That'd be kind of scary. So I probably want to do everything except for storage. And then organize the storage. I don't know. But yeah, assemble all this. Oh wait, but I would need a roof, a skylight, so that in my CO office, so if the thing comes through here, my CO office, my glass CO office has a roof so that the ship can go out. And then it would overlook all this. It would put it all into one crate? For science. Would it be like a depth crate? Because depth crates, no, would it have all? For science. So this makes me think of like, if they had deconstruction, or if they had destruction. Where'd I go? It's not in my pocket. So where does the crate go? Oh, I see it. If they had destruction, and then you can have like a nuclear meltdown. Okay, okay. Let's load back before it starts auto-saving like crazy for no reason. $50 max items. Then does it destroy what you didn't? HUD OS, welcome back, beep boop. Oh, you know what I should do? I should do this. And then, nope, that's not a lookout tower. Organize. Are you empty? Oh wait. Easy. It's gonna be the before picture. You guys stay tuned for the after. Get some of the sky. Oh, you can only select 50. Gotcha, gotcha. I was like, man, that could be broken if that could go sour real quick. Ah, yes, I see the going down ladders animation still the same. But I think we're, I didn't even realize I was gone that long. The ship. Oh man, I wish I would have caught pictures of it landing. But I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks again, guys, for all the new follows and everything. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know, I feel really motivated to keep playing. I was actually thinking I was just gonna jump in here and just test out my graphics card and power supply, since I had issues with it. Not anymore. But hearing, like, seeing you guys talk about all the new things and me reminiscing about my old base, it's making me want to play it again tomorrow. No, I won't play it after I get off stream. I won't play it until I get off stream. It is a time sink. I'm notorious for doing exactly what I'm doing now, and then I go in and I'm like, okay, let me just 1 second. Is that the sun rising? Ah, oh, god dang it. It's a time sink. I like comparing it to being a Zen garden of conveyor belts, especially back when you needed to really work the conveyor belts to get them to go up and down and around the way you want it to. Yeah. Haven't even got to pipes. Nope. Haven't gotten to pipes. Haven't gotten to like beyond. I remember getting the highest tech I think I got to was I don't know if a supercomputer is a thing, but basically like microchips. I just got to oil, and I had a sky bridge. It was the same flying where that flying manta ray thing was in the sky. I had a sky bridge going for that starting location over the forest of mushrooms and down into the pit of, or the crater of whatever. And the plan was to have a truck drive that on automated. It would go down there, make a U-turn, and come back. And I think if one fell and I said no, I might as well just take the time to just run a conveyor belt the entire route. But yeah, we say was it aluminum? Alumin is a pain. Is that a? I don't know. There's so much. The research stuff is different. It used to just be you research one thing, you got something. Now there's like a tree, a research tree. I guess you could research multiple things. You had to research it like multiple times to get something sometimes, but all pipes now. And trucks now get reset. So you can't just set and forget a truck? Really? That was the whole like automation. Isn't that the point? If you're not gonna let me build every single thing in this game by hand, as long as that would take, it doesn't matter. If you're gonna take that away from me, you better not take any automation that was in the first iteration away from me. If anything, you should enhance it, right? Should respond. Respawn? Oh, we'll get there, I'm sure, and figure it out and cross that bridge. But yeah, I appreciate you guys again. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping me. And I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you whenever. See you around. And maybe you guys check back in and see how the base is going. If I don't see you, I'll try to post updates on like social media and stuff. But I'm out. See you guys. Peace. Bye-bye.